feel so adventurous staying here in Lindo. I live in Nava, but sometimes I just long for the primitive lifestyle Lindo offers. This is my first excursion out of Nava. It just feels like the right time for a dramatic adventure. Some may find the story of my journey utterly inspiring. Nothing could have prepared me for the muddy paths, the unbearable heat. I even had to eat outside. Overall, it was a dreadful experience, but I braved through it all. Yes, it certainly was impressive on my part. I so dearly wish my friends could see how adventurous I've become. I do enjoy this exciting new lifestyle I've adopted. Did I ever tell you about my journey to Lindo? Oh, right. I'm sure you have the saga thoroughly memorized. Say, you do some sort of art things, don't you? Do you think you could capture my sheer magnificence on canvas? I'm dying to show my friends what a remarkable traveler I've become. What stunning taste you have. Be sure to capture every bit of my elegance. Oh my, that painting. It's the most perfect thing I've ever seen. I simply must have it. This is wonderful. My friends will be so jealous of me. I think I'll start a collection of paintings just like this. Can you imagine? An entire wall filled with paintings of me. I just can't wait to go home and show everyone this magnificent portrait. The beauty of my features entirely makes up for your lack of proper art training. It's a dramatic destination. I'll be the envy of my friends when I get home. I haven't seen it. It's part of old Lindo, though, so it probably isn't worth seeing anyway. I'm not very interested in old things. New things are so much more beautiful. Oh, it's the most wonderful city. Much better than this place. I can hardly believe I managed to get myself here alive.
Who's there? Nika? Is that you? You must be one of the tourists. Terrible about the sinking and all that. Glad you're okay. Yada yada, etc. But will you go get Nika, the innkeeper? I need help. It's stuck, obviously. Now, would you be so kind as to go get Nika for me? Brilliant! I'll wait here. Ugh.
My garden is filled with all sorts of wriggly critters. Oh, of course he does. And what is it this time? Again? That's like the 8th time. All right, then, we'd better go help. Oh, it's really stuck, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty stuck.
I think what we need here is some soap. Would you be a dear and fetch some soap from Amin's house? It's just down the stairs and across the courtyard.
Thanks again for the canvas! That place is haunted. Every time I go there, I hear weird sounds. And some nights the windows light up. It's kinda creepy. I'm not scared of ghosts, though. That place is neat. My mom takes me there sometimes, but I'm not allowed to go by myself. He's some really old guy. I'm pretty sure.
Hello there. Can I help you, traveller? Soap? Well, certainly. May I ask why? He did. Is he a friend of yours? Well, I shouldn't gossip then. He's just such a peculiar man. And you know what? I think Lenny is going to have some real issues when he grows up. Well, you've seen him. The boy is unhinged. And not just that. I've been hearing a lot of yelling coming from that house. I think it's quite a broken home. You know, I imagine you'll be traveling all around this island, being a tourist and all. Perhaps when you get to Nova, you should let the sheriff know about Isan. I think it's only right, you know, for Lenny. Well, it's a small town. If word ever got back to Isan that I was the one that reported him, things might be a little awkward, being such a close neighbor and all. I think it'd be best for the child. I only have his best interest at heart. Isan is not a stable man, and wholly unsuitable to be a parent. Here, this will help you with the toll. Right, well, here's some soap. Safe travels.
You have the soap? Well, let's try this thing then. Here, let me have that soap.
Well, I guess it was convenient that you dropped in when you did. Thanks for getting Nika. Well, you are a nosy tourist, aren't you? Beeswax!
You've survived too. That means only one of us has been lost at sea. Who? Only the most important one of us all, Annabelle! Doesn't sound... I see. She carries you across the oceans and you don't even learn her name. Annabelle! My ship! My wooden, sea-loving daughter! Killed by the damned reefs when we came into this miserable town. Kind of you to say so. Kindness does nothing to bring sweet Annabelle back to me. I imagine I'll be spending the rest of my days mourning Annabelle, sitting here, dreaming of a world where she wasn't destroyed and people actually remember her name. Off with you! Trade your life for hers. It's really a terrible place to be stranded. Ship murdering town. What? I don't know. Is that an old Lindau? That used to be the main town. Old Lindau was a perfectly lovely port city. If that had been our destination, we wouldn't be in this mess. Why does everyone think I have something to do with his disappearance? I've never seen him, and I certainly haven't taken him as a passenger. Oh, my ship. Now leave me be.
Watch your step there. Lots of moving boxes round here. You're looking a little waterlogged. Guessing you just came in off of that ship. Think you even got some seaweed hanging from your ear. Yeah, we all have those days, right? I mean, my dad got in a shipwreck once. He wasn't as lucky as you, though. Oh, no, he's fine. Just lost his leg is all. Now he gets to order us around even more. So, you'll probably be exploring all over, right? Would you do me a huge favor? My brother loves raspberry-filled pastries. Loves them. He can't get enough. But raspberries don't grow here. So he puts in an overseas order every 2 weeks. It's crazy, really. Now, the thing he hates is grape-filled pastries. I mean, we all hate them, obviously, but he hates them even more. He'd destroy them all if he could, you know? He once saw an old lady eating some, and he grabbed the box and threw it in the ocean. It was the craziest thing. Okay, so what I did was fill his raspberry pastry bag with, grape pastries. Can you imagine what he's gonna do when he eats one? He'll go insane! He's always suspicious of me doing something like this, though, so it would be perfect if you could play along and act like you're a, delivery person. So, what do you say? Will you deliver them to him? Really? Huh. Don't think of it as a prank. Think of it as a bonding experience between loving siblings. Perfect! You gotta play the part though. Really make them think they're raspberry pastries. This'll be great. Here, take these. My brother lives over in Nava, so I'll meet you there in a few days, alright? I'll probably be near the bakery. You just come find me and I'll point my brother out to you.
My father was a fisher of these oceans, so I've been out on the sea plenty to see monsters. Lindau is a nice port town, although we don't have much to export anymore.
The salty sea air never gets old. Certainly.
book on a day such as this. Actually, books are the perfect way to spend any day. Do you enjoy reading? I'm glad to hear that. Perhaps I can share my favorite books with you sometime. My favorite books are the ones that inspire me to write myself. How about you? We creatives, me a writer, you a painter, we've got to stay inspired. Best way I've found is to drink many cups of tea. Always gives me a boost. Speaking of writing, if you find any feathers around here, I'd happily buy them. I'm constantly losing my quills. I figure 3 should do it. For now though, I must get back to reading. I think something fabulously dramatic is about to happen. Is there something else? Lindau used to be right on the river. until a mudslide destroyed most of the town. After that, the townspeople relocated to the coast. That building was part of the original town of Lindau.
I've heard a ghost has taken up residence inside.
If you're interested in an adventure, it's a lovely spot for a nighttime stroll. That's where I live, when I'm not camping. My house was the only thing standing after the mudslide. I'm certain you did. Did you manage to take a peek inside? Oh good. I hope you found something to read that was of interest to you. Many of the folk from Old Lindau moved there after the mudslide. The library there is of a historic note. Ah, that would be Azad. A brilliant, brutally honest, and highly misunderstood man. Undoubtedly too curt for his own good. Perhaps that's why many Lindau folk found it difficult to maintain amicable relations with him. That's where I live, when I'm not camping. My house was the only thing standing after the mudslide. Moving all those books just seems like too much trouble. Besides, what could be more fun than living in a ghost town? I'm certain you did. Did you manage to take a peek inside? Oh good. I hope you found something to read that was of interest to you. Is there something else? Aha, my fellow bookworm. Oh, wonderful. Hopefully this is enough to last me a while. Thank you very much. I do hate scouring the forest floor for these. If you find any more, I'll pay you 1 glowstone apiece. Is there something else?
Hello there, newcomer, are you? Trying to get across the bridge, I guess. I hope you've got the glowstones for it. It's not free, you know. The rule is you pay once and you can use it as much as you'd like. Oh, mate, I'm a fisher. I catch fish, I cook fish, I sell fish. You know. But mostly what I do here is fish. Sometimes I like to visit town, but not very often. What's all that you're carrying? Looks heavy. Are you some kind of painter? You know what? Maybe there's a way you can get the glowstones out of me after all. I fancy that painting you made from the gazebo behind the inn. Real pretty indeed. Maybe you're willing to sell it. Proud of it, eh? Fair enough. Damn fish unbiting to... you know what? Maybe there's a way you can get the glowstone. How about that? Got myself something fancy. See you around. Thanks again for that painting. Damn fish unbiting today.
I was about to head into town to share news of your survival. You should go on your way then.